mama. Yeah, I mean. I mean. And our phone is always the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy Alex the Motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley of podcasting, also known as the man that put your girl in a cripple crawl space and have her run to a crawl space.
And on the boards, they call him Steve Franchise. If you're nasty, you can call him your kid.
You already know it's your boys, Stevie Franchise on the ones and twos, bringing you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
And what news we have this week?
Oh, we have a lot.
Yes. But you know how we start our day.
Yeah. This is not really news to us, but
yeah.
Like what we doing? We buttering up something?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And another word for butt.
We're going to get our cholesterol nice and high.
Yes. And it's another word for butt.
Cheeks.
I'm proud of my cheeks.
Cheeks of the week.
Thank you, Bayley. And we're going to start off with something light. Something light. Stephanie Bacour.
Very oozy.
She's very oozy.
Yes, very, very oozy.
Then we got everybody, America's favorite thought, the AEW herself, Mandy Sachs, formerly Mandy Rose. And we have a name those cheeks in the middle. You're never going to guess this. Unless you can see her face, that little bit of her face, you're never going to guess who it is.
I can see part of it, and I still don't know who that is.
You're never, okay, here's the hint. I don't think she's ever actually wrestled an actual match. She's the daughter of a wrestler. She's only appeared in TNA that I can remember.
Is that what you call it, Foley?
That's Noelle Foley.
I was like, I've seen this person in person.
That is Noelle Foley.
That is Noelle Foley.
She's selling ass on the internet now. She has a fan page.
Hey, look, you got a hardcore father and a clown husband. So I would think that it would lead to this.
Yes, so you can follow her for the low price of $12.99 a month.
Hey, no offense. That AEW on the Ray, the more and more chance she gets, the more and more she invites to the cookout.
You gotta stop talking about bad about the other women in WWE, man. That's making her look bad.
But the thing is, does she like tan on the inside? I don't know if she likes tan on the inside.
We can find out.
Facts. And moving along, our big hitter for the day, our Sasha Banks doppelganger, Casey Lennox. Indie star, Casey Lennox. Everything you like about Sasha, but better.
Our new Sasha Banks.
To me, this is the Sasha Banks. I don't know who the other woman was y'all talking about.
Correct.
If Sasha was to return, it will be her, not the actual one. Like,
yes.
It'll be like, did Sasha get a little taller?
A little tall, a little thicker? Okay.
Yes. Casey Lennox, the indie star, that kind of looks like Sasha, but way better.
And she actually takes her bumps well? Okay. That's good.
And now we have something that is cheeks adjacent. For some reason, Saraya was making out with Viperous, the former fiance of Mercedes Martinez.
Where's the OnlyFans for this at?
Yeah, right.
Word.
I'll pay that $9.99.
Word.
I would have definitely paid.
And this has been Cheeks of the Week.
Some hot lesbian action.
Hey, Eric, where you at, my boy? Where you at, my boy?
The one time I need him. The one time he nowhere to be found like the Avatar.
And moving along to Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Hey.
Last week was Dragon Force was last week. I'm sorry. Opened the night with a tag team battle royal for the #1 contender. It was Imperium versus Uncle Howdy and Dexter Loomis versus British Beatdown Club versus FTR versus Aussie Open. And I have to tally the votes real quick. We got one for FTR. We got one for Howdy and Loomis. We got one for Imperium. Scroll. We got another one for Imperium. Let's see. We got another one for Howdy and Loomis. Another one for Imperium. Another one for FTR. Another one for Imperium. One Aussie Open. Imperium. I'm going to guess Imperium won.
So, yeah, Imperium.
And the last vote is for Howdy Loomis. So that is 7 Imperium, 3 Howdy Loomis, no British Beatdown Club, 2 FTR, and 1 Aussie Open. Your winners and #1 contenders, Imperium. Match number 2 in the women's division. God damn. Oh. And a fatal 4-way. It was Sol Ruka versus Tegan Knox versus Chelsea Green versus Sky Blue. And in a dominating, I didn't know you could have a fatal 4-way squash match. I guess 2 of the girls got, into a, they fought off.
Fought off stage.
Sky Blue with 100% of the votes.
Oh, wow.
God damn.
Wow.
She got all 16 votes.
Wow.
I might want to see that sky be blue.
Everybody loves to see the sky blue.
Sky Blue had 16 votes.
I can't believe that. What? Well, I mean, I could, but damn, like a landslide?
Landslide.
Jeez.
Match 3. Kane versus Timu Undertaker, Damian Priest. We have ourselves a draw.
Oh. What is going on this week?
I don't know. Yeah, over on my show, I had back-to-back draws.
Yeah, draws like the lucky draw, I guess. I don't know.
There could have been some draws in this woman match, but continue.
Yeah.
Continue,
And a main event, a non-title match. It was The Undertaker taking on the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, Jacob Fatu. And by 1 vote, 13-12, the American Badass is the winner.
And you know what's funny? I could see that happening if Jacob Fatu was in there around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Around the streak?
Mm-hmm. Around American Badass Undertaker, because he'd have hunted him down all over the place.
He would have, I guess he would have used the chain or something just to drag him with the motorcycle and shit. Something like that.
Word.
Jacob would have took it like a champion, got up and started shaking like the boogeyman.
He would have, honestly.
And now, perhaps the most controversial episode of Warzone ever. Oh! So the episode opens with a black screen. Our general manager, Jim Cornette, comes out with the rest of the locker room on the stage. Oh! Across the screen flashes, in memory of Joseph and Hawaii, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And then we have our 10-bell salute. The Samoans, the Polynesians, the Samoans, the Tagoans, they join Jim Cornette in the ring, and the wise man, Paul Heyman. Jim Cornette gives a small speech for the passing of Roman Reigns after the timely events in the last man breathing match And then Jey Uso grabs the mic. And he calls out Cody Rhodes to the ring. He says, Oos, in our culture, when the chief passes on, the Ulafala is passed on to the right-hand man. And as the right-hand man, I called the tribal council meeting. And the tribe has agreed that you, Cody Rhodes, are our new tribal chief.
Oh, what?
I'm not gonna hold you getting the episode right there. I don't need no more than that.
No, you can end it right there, honestly.
So Cody killed Roman,
Cody
and he's now
killed-
the new tribal chief. He took the throne. It's like Black Panther.
That is crazy. What?
I just offed Roman.
This sounds like an alternate ending to what WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be like this year.
I just off. That's why we had the last man breathing match. I wanted to off one of them.
You off Roman Reigns.
Opening match in the Roman Reigns Memorial 12-man tag team match.
God.
Teddy Long booked this.
Don't book. Don't play with the man's life like that.
Teddy Long booked this, by the way. The Roman Reigns 12-man tag team memorial match.
Is The Undertaker in it?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
It is Cody Rhodes and the rest of the bloodline. It's Cody Rhodes, the Usos, Jacob Fatu, Zilla Fatu, and Lance Anoa'i taking on Imperium and United Empire. You know, they're taking on Europeans.
Yeah, I see.
One left. Wise man, there is no one left.
Match 2. We're gonna reunite this feud that kind of died out after multiple bad finishes. Kane versus Uncle Howdy. Match number 3. The Firing Squad, G.O.D. and Hikuleo. You know, we're gonna get the to-go-ins in a match since it's Roman Reigns night. They're gonna take on the Rascals in a 6-man tag. And the main event, the Tonga Twins, the other set of Tongans, they're going to take on Mia Yim and Su Yung in a Bloodline Rules match.
Su
And
Yung,
yes,
Su Yung from Rush Hour?
And that will be, I actually made it today, Warzone. Chin, tits, shoo!
Is it?
So, my tribal chief, I can't do that!
Oh, wait, didn't we get the Dragon Force?
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, okay,
That
cool.
was first.
All right. Sorry, continue.
My tribal chief, I can't do that!
Oh.
It's
What a
right
promo.
here. This right here was cinema. We didn't even need the altercation. This alone could have ended the show.
Can I give more text to this, like context to this? This was like 10 years in the making of what this favor is. We just found this out.
When we get to the next slide, keep that in mind, what
I
you
got
just
you.
said.
Mhm.
10 years in the making. You just said those words.
I was
Continue.
following. Okay.
Continue.
I watch wrestling.
Also, can we just give a round of applause for Seth Rollins wearing Bray Wyatt's
Yes,
boots?
yes,
in that ring?
yes.
I
couldn't
peeped.
find the picture.
I peeped it as soon as he came on screen. I was like, wait, those Bray Wyatt boots? I was like, you know what? He got it. He definitely got it.
Yeah, that was a nice tribute to Wyndham.
Yes.
Last week, Seth Rollins was Crash Out Jay. This week, he's the Joker laughing in the corner.
Yowie wowie.
Bray, we missed
You know what would make this feud even just a little bit better if he was there?
It would have been great.
Yeah.
It would have made it better. No, I'm not even talking about Bray. I'm talking about if Dean was just there
Oh.
Just to be the guy, just to be there. You don't have to even be in a match. Just be there.
Nah, he's over there playing with the fucking kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
They can't
Look. Hey, look, man. He making an easy check, doing what he do best. Getting himself hurt. That's all.
Yeah, he got himself hurt like 3 weeks ago, like as a pincushion.
Yeah. What a shit show.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, yeah, this was fucking cinema. Like you said, it was fucking cinema.
It was. Seth Rollins came out there, cut his, he does what he do best, cut a good promo, sit back and watch. CM Punk cuts the best promo like he always do. Roman Reigns cuts his promo, and also can we also give a round of applause for Roman Reigns falling out like a Family Guy character in real life.
Oh yeah, he hit the Peter Griffin.
Oh my God, I didn't send you the picture.
I saw it online.
Yeah.
I saw it online. Yeah, he hit the Peter Griffin. That was funny.
I was like, Jesus, I've never seen nobody hit the Peter Griffin in real life. But God, he sold that so well.
Dude, these ooses are selling. So is Carlito, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
All these Samoans are selling. The only one ain't selling is Jacob.
Yeah.
He don't need to sell.
He don't need to sell. He gets right back up.
Or he ain't selling nothing. He came there to buy and go home.
Jacob is like the fusion between Roman, Brock, and Kevin Owens. Literally.
I would say all them with a little bit of Cena, because he don't let that count get past too.
More like 1.7.
Yeah, like the referee hand touches the mat and he gets up. You be like, dude, wait a minute, they didn't say do that. Nah, I'm sorry, my body just jerks whenever it needs 2 out of 1. It don't go past that. Like I said, this was great cinema. Seeing Paul destructed because he couldn't say no, even though he did this. He said something about this a long time ago. Seeing CM Punk watching Roman crash out because he knows that's the favor. That's what he wants. That's what CM Punk. It ain't a title match. It ain't for a belt. Just have my friend in my corner. Yep. Yo, wise man.
Shit, man. Just because of the context that we'll get to later, that Darth says it implements this whole thing. Honestly.
Now, let's say we get to the match. Whose side is he actually on? Because yes, he's in Punk's corner, but doesn't mean he has to help him. Mm-hmm. Is he still going to help Roman?
Somebody online said they could see Paul Heyman coming out with CM Punk, still, for his tribal chief, but siding with Seth Rollins. And I was like, that would be the weirdest turn, but I'm here for it because I would want to see where the story goes after that.
Because of what happened last night on Raw, where Seth Rollins just spitting straight facts. And it says, when you got jumped by the new bloodline, where was Roman? Mm-hmm. Where was Punk? They weren't here. They left you to die.
They did.
He does have a point, though.
He does have a point.
Also.
And then he said, how about you try something new? So maybe he ends up siding with Seth Rollins.
Also, in Roman defense, since Roman been part of the Shield to now, everybody that he has had faith in has turned on him.
Yep, except Ambrose. Moxley.
Well, Ambrose did turn on him. Ambrose left and didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of a thing. But,
so everybody Roman has faith in, from Seth to Paul to his own family, everybody has turned on him. That he has did nothing but just have their back the best way he could. They all have turned on him once or twice.
I feel like it is a way for us to see the future. And Darth heard me say that I think this Paul might just end up being with Seth.
Yeah. Now back to the first thing you said.
Yes.
10 years in the making.
Yes, sir.
This idiot with the messy room.
Oh God.
Dave Meltzer this was coming from Cultaholic Wrestling on Twitter. They quoted Dave Meltzer on his podcast. Dave Meltzer weighs in on the triple threat match between Roman, Seth, and Punk. I quote, It doesn't make any sense. Literally, none of these men have history together. And it all scoffs. I've seen the biggest throwaway matches that Vince has ever given us throughout the years, but this might actually take the cake. Absolutely bleak.
Can I say something on this note?
Please
take the floor.
I have two things to say. One, I didn't know he had another room in his house.
I think that's just because they shot the top of the couch. You can't see the papers.
He's
look,
the paper is overflowing
right.
in his room. So.
I was about to say, look, you're right, but I feel like this is like part of his living room that he probably ain't seen since the Attitude Era. Dude, isn't that tie-dye hoodie in the window of you have no fashion sense, so we know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about? But that looked like a Matthew and Nicholas Jackson type Young Buck hoodie that they gifted him after they rubbed their nuts in it.
I guarantee you it is. It's probably one of those tie-dye AEW hoodies. I guarantee you it is.
Watch for thumbtacks.
I bet you that thing smells like the Young Bucks and semen.
And a hint of shame.
I don't think there's no shame in what he does at this point now.
Oh, there's shame in it. They just don't, they don't take accountability.
No, I'm talking about for him. I don't think there's no shame in it. I think he walked the shame out. He just wanted the nut and the wrestling smell. That's all.
For his age, you don't watch shame.
I'm about to say, look at his face. He looked like George the Butcher. But anyway, continue.
But here's the thing. Yes, it is making sense, Dave Meltzer, because this was said 10 years ago by a Paul Heyman and CM Punk. CM Punk was on his way to leave. Paul Heyman was in the middle of the ring 10 years ago saying, the same thing, you're a WrestleMania main eventer. My dream, Paul Heyman's words, my dream is to walk out with you at the main event at WrestleMania, no matter how many years it would take. And trust me, it was many years.
Mm-hmm.
But I will walk out with you one day at WrestleMania at the main event. This year could be that year.
He kept his word. CM Punk wanted his favor. Everybody thought it was for a title, and I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was too. He came back and he said he ain't come to make friends. He came to make money. The best money you make is getting a title. And you're using your favor on this? Oh yeah, this is bigger than a title now.
This is. This is how Triple H does great storytelling. As we said, long-term storytelling.
Yo, I'm not going to hold you. Looking at this graphic for CM Punk, Rollins, and Roman, why do I get a flashback of bragging rights with NXT, Raw, and SmackDown?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Word.
Just saying, Dave, you're too old. Drop it.
Go home.
Go jerk off somewhere, wherever in your corner of your room with all the paper towels and freaking hand sanitizer, whatever you use.
Sanitizer?
Because, he's an old man. He's got to protect himself, I guess.
You're still implying that he uses sanitizer.
Yes. He dropped the lotion. When he has no more lotion or oil, he just used sanitizer, bro.
You're still implying that he cleans himself.
I was about to say, he like an icy hot. He like to feel a little burn. Like
it's an alternative, okay? I'm not sure if he really does it for him to clean himself, but it's an alternative. It's because if the baby oil is not there, he's got to use hand sanitizer. It's the same shit to him.
I have another question that I wonder if anybody can answer in our wrestling universe of friends and people. Do Dave Meltzer has kids?
No.
Oh God, thank you, because I'd have felt so bad for them because they gotta go to school with people that are wrestling.
Word, man. I'm kind of glad.
This man is stupid.
And whoever is cultaholic, man, and you said he might be right. Fuck you too, bro.
No, that was sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
It was
he
sarcasm.
might be right. Okay, I'll take that back. Cultaholic.
That was sarcasm.
Don't flame me.
I'm about to say not me. I stand by what I say. I don't give a damn. But yeah, looking forward to this match. Looking forward to not hearing Dave Meltzer, but we all are going to hear this man regardless.
Moving
I feel like he
along.
should slip all his papers in his room and not be heard from for about a week.
Yo, for real.
Moving along to what some people called a train wreck.
Oof,
But
man.
I thought this was brilliant.
They should have
The-
never
the-
took this off.
First of all,
Just saying.
the way Charlotte got the Dominic Mysterio boos, I love that crowd.
Exactly.
This was probably one of the best domestic crowds in a while. Because A, they were singing like the Europeans. B, the way they booed her like Dominic Mysterio. And then Charlotte said, you know what? No, you can have the last word. She just said, fuck it, I'm not even going to bother doing my promo anymore. And then Tiffany took out the fucking Glock, put it in her mouth, and pulled the trigger.
I pull out the glove. I pull out the glove.
Oh!
Yo,
Tiffany, man.
Yo,
Tiffany.
You're
even-
0-3 in real
yo,
life.
even though Charlotte said, Tiffany, I can't hear you, and I'm like, Tiffany do got a soft-spoken voice. It's hard to hear her. As soon as she dropped that line, I said, I'm sorry, I forgot she was speaking
all
loud.
heard
Damn,
her.
hold on.
We all heard
Good
that.
Lord.
What is that? 0-3? Woo!
And she dropped the mic and rolled out. She was not waiting around to see what happened.
And then Charlotte tried to hit her little quick one-liner. That's why Lizzie Kaiser is in my DM.
No, he's
And then
not.
he got
No,
on
he
Twitter.
not.
No, he not.
The beauty
he
of
got
that.
on Twitter and made it even worse.
The beauty of that is that everybody
The entire internet.
knows that he didn't even fucking do that shit, yo.
The first man to get accused of cheating and nobody
Believes her. Nobody believes her.
The sad thing is, did y'all see what he posted on right after that?
Yes.
Because Kaiser went smooth. He was like, I never did no such thing. And I was like, ooh, shit.
Kaiser should just turn face after that because he should take the momentum for that shit.
And mind you, this is her three ex-husbands. The top left is her college ex-husband, Ricky Johnson. And then obviously Tom Latimer, currently wrestling in NWA. And currently Camille's husband. So he has a type. Because you married Charlotte and you married Camille.
Yeah,
you have a type.
He definitely got a type.
And then the little boy with the stink. Andrade.
Yo, also talking about the first husband. Look in the picture. Is that Charlotte's drink?
Say what?
Is that Charlotte's drink in the first picture?
I would hope so.
Because that's what Tiffany was talking about as well.
Yo.
25 and just in your dad's basement drinking.
Oh, yes!
Woo!
I forgot about that line.
She was dropping bangers, bro.
Yeah, she called it alcoholic. Yo!
Yo.
Jesus Christ, I
Yo.
forgot about that line.
Tiffany sat down and said, I got some things I want to say, Hunter. Hunter was like, well, say a little bit of them. But if it goes off the rails, then freestyle it. He said, fuck that. I'm going off the rails immediately. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this.
I got to tell you, Tiffany just became a bigger star that night. Honestly.
I swear to God, if Tiffany beats Charlotte, at this point, Charlotte should just go ahead and just fade into the background as a trainer because we don't need her anymore. Tiffany has taken her spot.
Just go to AEW, Charlotte.
Hey, did you see the meme that's saying Charlotte came out dressed like her granddaughter?
Yeah, I screamed when I saw that. I was like, did Tiffany dress up as Charlotte to piss her off? Because they almost got the same outfit on.
Yo, Tiffany got it, yo. Tiffany got it.
Hey. Also, if you ever go back and rewatch it, when Tiffany hit that line, look at Wayne Barrett. He cracked a laugh and then turned his head because he couldn't hold that shit.
He was like, "Oh, I guess that was bad news, yeah."
I'm afraid
If he'd have screamed that, I'd have been like, I'm ready for this match at WrestleMania. I don't give a shit about nothing else.
Yo, this made me care about this match now.
Yeah, me too.
If this match bangs, it made it all worth it.
Word. If she wins, it makes
Actually,
it
I
all
don't care
work.
who wins. As long as the match bangs, it made it all worth
Yeah,
it.
even Tiffany said it herself. If she loses, she lost to Charlotte Flair. But what if Charlotte loses?
You lost to Tiffany.
You lost to Tiffany. You lost to a rookie.
She lost to her predecessor. That's what she lost to.
Your predecessor. It's kind of worse on one side. That's worse on Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like Tiffany's beating Charlotte on everything. In-ring skills, in mic skills now. Fucking, and she's still with the same man she been married to and ain't got no issues. She out here doing Charlotte.
Why I feel like this is like a more explicit version of Cena and Cody, bro.
Like, you just need to go ahead and get rid of some of these people that don't need to be at the top. Cena and Charlotte, them two people that were always on top. Yeah, now it's time for them to finally get talked on like they're newbies.
Kelvin said, "Did you see the meme of Tiffany on Kendrick Lamar's body at the Super Bowl?"
Yeah. Hey, Charlotte.
Oh God.
She looked at the camera and said, "Hey, Charlotte."
I hear you like him young.
Hey Charlotte. I was like, hey Charlotte. I heard you can't keep none.
I heard you can't keep none.
Kevin Owens, he came out and announced that he's unable to wrestle due to a neck injury, and he'll be out for some time. But he was wearing a pink jacket. And you know what happens when people wear pink?
That's what I've been
announced a injury.
I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Because the
I
Mark
don't either.
Henry incident made me PTSD, bro.
And then AJ Styles
AJ
in
Styles.
his passed out blue jacket, which close.
But I just can't believe it, bro.
Zedek is I could believe it because you also gotta remember this is Kevin Owens. Him and Sami
Like, I can
Zayn
believe it,
are
but yeah, I can.
I say him and Sami Zayn are like what how can I put this without being, censored on YouTube? They are
Crash test
addicts
dummies.
they're addicts for pain.
Injury prone?
Crash test dummies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, crush them. That'll work. That will work. That'll do
That
it.
does work, yeah. Now we're left with Randy Orton and no opponent.
And I like the rumor of Nick Aldis. I don't think it's going to happen, but I like the rumor of Nick Aldis.
I would like to see Nick Aldis
You get the next
in
one.
the ring. It's been a
I'm
long
not gonna
time
hold
since
you.
I've seen Nick
The
Aldis.
Nick
in
Aldis
the ring.
thing will be great.
You get the
I would love to see that. But as soon as Randy hit him with an RKO, I remember Randy did give him 100,000 and said that was for the next time.
No,
Oh
but he got
yeah,
him,
that's
though.
right.
No, but this would be another 100.
No,
50,000.
no, because
He
remember
knew
he
that's
first
when-
RKO'd him, he fined him 50. He said next time he gave him 100. He said no, it was for 50. This is 100,000. He said that's for next time. And then him and Randy never had an altercation after that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that he says that, I forgot about that.
So Nick Aldis can't say anything about finding him. He paid that a while back.
You're right. You're right. Okay.
You did say
Okay.
next time. So
This is next time.
So I ain't gonna hold you. I would love to see this match because I ain't gonna lie. Nick Aldis is a good GM,
Magnus, man.
but I miss him in the ring.
Yeah, I miss him as Magnus in TNA, bro.
Yeah. Although I keep thinking if Nick Aldis does come back to the ring, it's like a GM versus GM. It's him and Adam Pearce.
That would have been like a bragging rights or like a Survivor Series
yeah.
match right there, but
See, yeah, that would work. But like, I feel like to get Raw GM in the ring with Nick Aldis would have to get in the ring with Randy and come close to beating him to having goes. So we done had these arguments back and forth, but you ain't want to step in the ring with me and let that lead them into a match.
Okay. I can see the point. Yeah.
or you could
Because one of them got to get back in the ring to show they still got it to even let everybody think, you know what, maybe they should have this match.
Or Nick Aldis could surprise us how he improved while he was in GM, by pulling up a victory at WrestleMania against Randy Orton.
I would love to see Nick Aldis be a heel GM, like use his power and authority in this match to beat Randy.
Well, he was very neutral, though. He wasn't like face or or heel.
As I'm saying, I'm saying he's very neutral. But when Randy RKO you kind of start hearing voices in your head too.
or white noise.
Just straight static.
I've been waiting for Nick Aldis ever since he came to WWE to actually wrestle, bro. Like, same with Adam Pearce, but more in Nick Aldis.
Well, technically, Pearce did have a match.
He did, but
it wasn't like a match.
Yeah, it wasn't captivating.
It was kind of like when Triple H had a match during the pandemic.
We all know how that went.
Yeah. he got punted.
Yeah, he did.
And they camera worked the hell out of that.
Boy, did they ever.
Anyway, has anybody realized for the last 10 years, every year, a title match has involved Roman Reigns and or Brock Lesnar, starting at WrestleMania 31?
Huh.
31, Brock versus Roman. 32,
a decade
Roman versus
Brock
Triple
Lesnar.
H. 33, Brock versus Goldberg. 34, Roman versus Brock. 35, Brock versus Seth. 36, Brock versus Drew. 37, Roman versus Edge versus Bryan. 38, Roman versus Lesnar, again, for the fourth time. 39, Roman versus Cody. 40, Roman versus Cody.
Quick, tell me what's your best one.
Really been in every WrestleMania.
Tell me what's your best one.
The best
for 9
one?
years.
Out of 31 to 39.
38.
Oh, 38. Yeah, 31 to 38. What was your best one?
It's 38.
38?
Yeah,
I love
I ain't
38.
gonna hold you 38, especially when that whole tractor and Brock threw that mic and Roman caught that bitch without looking.
That was SummerSlam.
I'm about to say that was SummerSlam.
That was their best match, but of these, that was the best WrestleMania match.
It's crazy.
At this point right now, I'm surprised that one of these two men has been in 9 goddamn WrestleManias.
It's crazy how all of these, 31 to 38, 38 was the best.
40.
Was the best one.
Well, they went through 40.
Well, 40's for us.
Okay.
Let's say, but it wasn't what on the question I had, but pretty much 31 to 38 because Brock Lesnar was in it.
Okay.
Out of all of them, 38 was the best one for Lesnar, even though he had more matches.
Here's the thing. Everybody say 34 sucked. It didn't. It's just everybody wanted Roman to win that year because that's the year he was supposed to win. And Vince changed it during the match. And that's the year Brock threw the belt at Vince and Gorilla.
asshole.
That's the first man that's ever been angry he won the main event of WrestleMania.
That man's like, I'm already getting paid the big bucks. I don't even need a belt. God damn it.
And how many times did we needed Brock and Goldberg? We didn't even need it in the first place.
First of all, we didn't need Goldberg, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 37 is probably honorable mention.
Brock and Drew. Drew got screwed over.
That was pandemic. That was the pandemic one.
Yeah, Drew got screwed over.
It was good. It was the best. It was the best they could salvage out of that match.
Yeah, definitely. Pandemic screwed Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Now that one.
And 35 was also controversy because Brock didn't want to go on right before the women because that was with Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte. So he said either I'm going on first or I'm not going on at all. So they put him on first. He left the building, and he got paid, $4 million to work 15 minutes.
Man, I wish.
That shit's crazy.
And mind you, it was like 12 minutes of entrance.
Facts.
It's crazy how things change when Brock and Vince is not around. Because 39, 40, and 40, now 41, which I know it's going to be a great banger. These are going to be absolute bangers.
Yep.
39, we didn't get to finish the story. 40, we did. Now 41, we're going to see if John Cena is going to be the 17-time world champion, and we're actually interested in seeing if he will or not.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested just in the match. If he wins, I am done with wrestling for a while until he loses the belt. I don't need to see him have that
So this is the Cena wins. If Cena wins, we riot year.
This is the Cena
Sounds
wins. I become a sniper from Sniper Elite.
This sounds like 2011 all over again.
Yep.
So this is the Tony fumbled session of the part of the session, because the main event of last week's NXT involved 3 former AEW people. We had a main event match between I don't want to call him Ty Dillinger.
Sean Spears.
And Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saint.
And then after the match, Ethan Page attacked Ricky Saints. Thank you, Tony, for donating these wrestlers to us.
Tony left his toys out somewhere, and some kid out there is happy that they got him in.
Rightfully so.
And they're on a higher rated show.
Yes, they are.
They're on a higher rated show, too.
That's crazy. Smaller arena, get paid more, and actually get seen more. That's wild.
I don't know if they're getting paid more, but
I feel like they're getting paid more than what they were for not doing anything.
I mean, they're getting their title shots. They're getting the respected title shots. Like
they're getting legit TV time and legit building characters up that they should have did in AEW, but somebody didn't want to play right.
Yeah, you know.
And speaking of NXT, the former Bayley fan, Izzy, she's been working for Mission Pro Wrestling in Texas, which is the promotion owned by Thunder Rosa. She is now going to have her first official WWE match. Because she works for other indie companies as well. She's in the WWEID program.
Man.
And she's going to be working out of Booker T's school, which is in Texas.
I'm happy for her. We watched her come a long way from a little girl to a wrestler.
Yep. We're getting so close to that dream WrestleMania match we wanted to see.
You're probably still like 6 years away.
It's 6 years, but we're getting there now. We're on the road to it, We're gonna be old men just fucking watching this shit.
We're gonna be old men cheering on an older woman fighting a younger woman. It feels like World Star.
Dude.
The real creepy thing is, why does she look like Bayley when Bayley first got to NXT?
It's like Bayley's little sister.
I believe that's the idea that she's going for. Is she's the next evolution of Bayley?
Might as well. We would never get an evolution of Sasha.
She needs to eat some bacon though. She's got to grow the yams.
First of all, one, she couldn't keep her man. You think she can grow yams?
Dude, I saw her in the clips of the Performance Center. She's doing good, man.
Yeah,
she's doing amazing. She did some crazy pinfall that I was like, wow. She's got it, yo. She's definitely got it.
Yeah.
So I hope to see her fight Bayley one day.
Yep.
And I hope it's at WrestleMania because that would be icing.
All of that goddamn pay-per-view. As long as the crowd is cheering Izzy name, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Now the first match has to be NXT because that's where that's their starting point. It has to be an NXT match first.
It has to be.
A couple weeks ago, we announced that referee Jessica Carr started working at Evolve under a mask, under the name Calyx. We now have a picture of her gimmick. This is Calyx, aka Jessica Carr.
Yeah, bruh, she was wilding out in that match, bruh.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna hold you. Her gimmick puts me in the mind of golden era WWE women.
Like Alundra Blaze with a mask, probably. Like.
Yeah, like it gives me that kind of feel, but like just a 2025, and I'm fucking with it.
I like that she's putting a nostalgic feel on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just saying, can we get down the road a little storyline with her in the women's division? Somebody piss off and she switches egos and go back to wrestling for a little bit.
Idea: ref bump out the ring, and then she just comes back in the ring with her mask on, and just goes haywire on whoever the fuck bumped her.
Oh,
That's
she
crazy.
She pulled a Earl Hebner, and then with Earl Hebner, you just push wrestlers down and hit people clotheslines. Oh, I'm with it.
Word.
That would be the craziest switch personalities I've ever seen. I don't think nobody have done that. Like, be a referee, and then if you get hit or something, just she disappears, like under the ring and shit. She just transforms.
Yeah.
Word.
I would like to see that.
Later this year, June into July, basically over 4th of July weeks, WWE is going to run triple pay-per-views. Night of Champions is going to be Saturday, June 28th. They're allegedly bringing back WWE Evolution, which is the all-women's pay-per-view. That's going to be Saturday, July 5th. And then the following weekend is going to be another installment of Saturday night's main event, which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes. It's going to affect AEW.
Everything affects AEW.
Of course it does, but there's a specific reason that Saturday night's main event is going to affect AEW. But yeah, they're basically running triple pay-per-views.
That's crazy. You know what? Night Champions, I'm cool with. Saturday Night Main Event has become a regular thing again. But Evolution, there is so many new women now that I actually want to see this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's becoming a good thing, and I'm loving it.
And again, with the Nike, I said Nike ID, Jesus Christ, the WWE ID program, maybe they start just bringing in indie people for this thing. Because like, let's say they have like a Royal Rumble type thing, you just start bringing in like the indie people for the Royal Rumbles.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like we need another Mae Young Classic with all these women.
That too.
Yeah, we do.
We need another one of them and let them like have a tournament, and whoever will be getting the top tournament have matches on Evolution.
Yep.
So that she gets some time to really shine. Bruh, that should be dope, because then that'll make some indie people some household names without realizing, like they did with, Kurt Alexander and everybody else that we didn't know of in 205, before they did 205 Live.
Get Invincible over there. Mike Invincible, I think his name is. Yeah.
I feel like it'd be great. I'm actually happy they're doing a lot more of the EPLEs, and the EPLEs are like going crazy.
Cause man, a lot of passionate people that Vince wouldn't pick are now getting picked. Yeah.
People not. It's not people Vince couldn't pick. It's people Vince couldn't pay y'all because he still was owing people money.
That too. But some of them he just didn't want.
In the latest installment of How Much of a Liar Is Hulk Hogan?
Oh God.
We have the final the actual proof that Hulk Hogan was never offered the grill that ended up being called the George Foreman grill, because he once told a story that he got a call from his business manager about being offered the endorsement for the grill, but he wasn't home to take the call, and it ended up going to George Foreman, and he called his manager back too late. That's the story he tells. However, Michael Boham, who is the person who actually invented the grill, and the person who, like the company that makes the actual freaking grills, he said we never called Hulk Hogan. It was George Foreman. He was the only person that ever got the endorsement, because he was the first person on the list. He took it. They never called anybody else.
No offense, but
we should get a new chant.
Booker T said it best. But have y'all heard the one about what Mark Henry did?
What?
There is a wrestling bar somewhere in this world.
I've seen this. Yeah.
I don't know where it's at, but he was DJing. He was playing a Hulk Hogan theme. He stopped it. He said, in the great words of the Iron Sheik, fuck the Hulk Hogan.
I love that he said that. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Man, I'm with him on this. At this point now, I'm mad we used to invite Hulk Hogan to the cookout. Now I need him to valet my car.
Hulk Hogan can't even season the can't even season the cookout.
He's not allowed to bring ice or any kind of paper plates. I don't trust him.
I don't even want him to bring his beer. Fuck that.
Oh,
Take
hell
that
no.
shit somewhere else.
First of all, he could bring that. We will use that to stack up to hold the table up. But we not drinking it.
Just hold the table up for the Stone Cold beers, all right? Like
What?
Facts.
I had one of
Give
those.
me a Steve Weiser. I'm gonna crack that bitch open and look at that Hogan shit and be like, who brung this?
Guys, I'm not even a drinker, but I drunk Stone Cold's beer on my birthday week, and it was amazing.
The new one?
Not the new one.
Oh,
Not
the
the one that you
original,
told
okay.
me. The one that has his what shirt on it.
Okay.
But
I feel like Hulk Hogan beer when you drink it. I feel like as soon as you slurp a little bit, you hear the hard R at the end of the word.
Brother.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that, but yeah, that too.
Okay.
He'll be like, he ain't my brother.
OVW was sold over the weekend.
What the fuck?
Al Snow sold it. It's now been purchased by Morley Sports Management.
What does everybody want?
Head. So yeah, OVW's been bought by a large company. So
That's good for them.
just hopefully that they keep people in charge that know wrestling. That's the only thing we can hope at this point.
Well,
Yeah, go watching that little show they had. They were talking about them trying to keep it afloat. That guy that was helping them, he didn't know shit about wrestling. Like Tony Khan knew more about him, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that is.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
And speaking of
But
Tony,
I'm happy for him.
Tony Storm,
Oh, God.
that is.
Yes. Not
Oh,
the
then yeah,
mark
good.
on the left, or on the right, on her right. Not the mark on her right.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Please.
Did you see this?
Yes, I did. It
Yo.
was amazing.
Boy.
Boy. That was not for television.
There once was
Yo,
a man
that
from
one-
Nantucket.
That one female interviewer pissed me off. And she was like, is this AEW at the dark? Bitch, shut up. Mind your business.
Mind your business. Just roll with it.
You gonna be sitting here asking questions. That ain't a question you ask. That sounds more like a statement. Shut up. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, Roman, get out of here. If you don't get out of here, I'll get up and leave. Get out.
There's once. Who remembered the quote? Who remembered it? I think she was like,
He had a cock so big he could suck it. That's all I remember. Pause.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, wait a minute. That ain't the rhyme. Go ahead, continue.
let me see if I can look it up.
Tony looked as scared, excited, and like he was gonna bust a nut all at the same time.
He looked like
He looked like he wanted to
no.
sit on it.
Hey, first of all, who said he wasn't probably already doing that now?
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he will.
Man.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So Swerve came out in Static Shock,
Yeah, right? That was pretty cool.
Right, that shit was smooth.
That shit was smooth as fuck.
and that was the highlight of the match.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That was it.
That was the highlight of the match. He got beat by the Bucks, who weren't in the match, and yeah, that was the
Did you
highlight.
hear what happened at the end of the show when they were clearing it out?
Yes, you can hit the next one.
Yes.
So then Swerve decided to air out his beef with Booker T over Hulk Hogan because Booker T let Hulk Hogan say nigger in front of him.
First of all, one.
He said Vince McMahon.
I like this.
Yeah, I'm
Swerve.
sorry. Yes, Vince McMahon.
Yes,
Yes, I'm
thank you.
sorry. I'm wrong.
Hey, look.
Wrong racist white man.
Yes.
Hey, look, I like Swerve.
Keep it up. I'm a
Swerve's a
nigga.
cool dude. He's down to earth. He's one of us. And seeing how he's one of us, I'm going to say this with the most blackish of black in me. Swerve, shut the fuck up. That was his boss. He was getting paid. Ain't shit he could do about it. If it was, MVP would have did something. Mark Henry would have did something. Rock would have did something. A lot of other black people there would have did a lot of shit they would have wanted to, but they didn't because they was getting paid. That time has went. That time has passed.
Keep it up.
Motherfuckers are grown now.
And your
Keep it
dumbass
up,
got paid
my
to
nigga.
lay down for fucking John Moxley again.
And you got whatever that fucking move was called from the Young Bucks. You got that
Again.
again.
You keep getting embarrassed by these fucking loser white boys.
Exactly. So what
Not even
the fuck
embarrassed.
are you talking about?
Not even embarrassed. He keep getting overshadowed by children.
Exactly.
I'm glad you were world champion. It was good to see. I'm glad you got that big ass paycheck. But this was not the place to
great
do
to see.
that. This was not a time nor a place to do that. Shut the
I'm with
fuck
Booker
up.
T.
I'm with
No,
Booker T
Booker
on
T.
this one too.
I'm with Booker T on this one. I thought it was over, but apparently you got back to the match. You had all this energy. Just to say that.
Booker T was like, he shouldn't even speak about that on your promo. Like, you shouldn't even speak about that because like it's only making you worse. Honestly, I'm with Booker T on this.
Like where did this come from? Like they spoke about this like 2-3 months ago, and you just brought this shit back up again. Like this was really like sitting on your heart like that.
Like tell me how you really feel, honestly.
Come on.
Like Swerve,
Yeah.
come on, bro. You
This
came out-
Swerve said he got like 5 years left in him.
The nigga's like what 34?
Yeah, I think he said he got 5 years left in him
Right.
for wrestling. After doing this, you can cut that down to 3. Hell, make it 2. Because I don't know why the hell you being childish. You're a grown man.
Make it Alberto Del Rio look fire right now. Like what the fuck?
Well, he's on the cocaine. That's
I know.
And
Just saying.
That cocaine and tequila do something to you.
Just saying, you know.
I'm just he like this Coke mixed with Coke.
And then there was the Tony Storm and Megan Bayne match. This was quite the sight.
This was.
Quite the sight.
I ain't gonna lie. Tony was right. That is a big bitch.
Yeah, she is
Yeah,
a big
she
bitch.
She is a big bitch. Yeah.
Big, beautiful bitch.
I
Word.
did like the
EBB.
entrance. It was like the whole Rocky theme.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was pretty cool.
Because they were in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So she was playing a role,
Not the hardest role.
which is herself.
Well, I got a hard role she could play with,
I knew you were gonna go there.
and she could win that Oscar. She also could talk into the mic and give her acceptance speech for about 20-30 minutes if she need to.
Dude, anything she says is just gold.
Yeah.
It's just gold. Like,
I
I
ain't
can't
gonna
complain
hold
her
you.
promos.
Whenever she, I gonna hold you. Whenever she leaves AEW, if she shows back up at WWE, let's just say she ever shows back up at WWE, if they give her a mic, wherever she say that night, it's gonna be like 6 T-shirts printed out for them by the end of the night.
For
Word.
real. If she keeps the timeless, they're probably gonna like, you know, make another name for it.
No, you can keep your shit now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember, the
that's
Triple
right.
H era, you
I'm
can keep
sorry,
your
I'm
shit.
stuck in 2009.
You keep
bro.
your shit.
I must say, yeah, you keep your shit like, remember,
You gotta
Ricky
sign up,
Saint
you gotta give away
said he only
outfits
changed
to
his
us.
name because he wanted to start new, but they
Yeah.
told him he could have kept his original name.
You gotta give us at least half the profits of it, but you can keep your shit.
That's good. So we can get broken again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that broken is broken.
Yeah. That broken is broken. But yes, I enjoyed the match.
Yeah.
It was great.
And that's pretty
Flawless
much
run.
all I watched.
Yeah, me too.
So that's all you need to watch. You basically summed up that whole show.
Dude, when it got to Mercedes, I just switched it off. I was like,
I
already know who's winning.
Then the highlights that I watched. Apparently, Bandito won the Ring of Honor World Title from Chris Jericho. What this looked like? This looked like Tony Khan watched Penta debut, and he's like, "Hey, I've got to get a Mexican on my TV and put his family in the ring too."
Facts. I got to put a bet on him first before WWE does it.
he's trying to be ahead of
That's
the curve.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, "Oh, they've got a Mexican with the family." Like Tony was watching Penta debut. Was like, "Damn it, I got to do that too."
He definitely did.
He's like, you know what? We're going to do it better. Instead of them just winning the match, we're going to have him win the belt.
And Tiny Adam Cole won the title also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy he got a little six pack back now.
Daniel Garcia looks like he's disappointed, of course.
He always looks disappointed.
Yeah. Daniel Garcia's looking like, I still have Shane Spears' number. Maybe I should give him a call and see what NXT looking like.
It'll change once he goes to WWE.
Too bad he just signed a fucking contract.
Yeah, I know. That's.
I know that's the look on his face. He's like, God damn it, I could have left after this
Yeah,
shit.
he could have left.
He's one of those people that got a fucking pay raise to stay because Tony Khan was bidding against himself.
Hey, look, at this point in time in wrestling, do even getting more money even make you want to stay at places anymore now?
And I have a question for the third one, for both of you before we get there.
I'm glad.
Oh, why does it look like a grinder ad?
Let me not say I'm glad they broke up. Them breaking up is good for the both of them.
Yes.
Because the bad booking ran them into the ground.
My question though is, why was this in the pre-show?
Because the bad booking ran them into the ground.
I'm about to say because bad booking.
The bad booking ran them into the ground.
I just wanted you to say that again. I was like,
Yeah, I'm happy they broke up. I'm happy this gives them a time to go do something separately. But I still in my heart feel like Anthony Bowens is still gonna be a bigger star than him.
Oh yeah. I mean, he is the
this.
better wrestler. When Max Caster is the better sports entertainer. So
Right now, he has
that's
the
why
better
they were good as a tag team. But
right now he has the better entrance. Like that entrance was fire. I'm not gonna.
I feel like Max Caster should get rid of the mustache and just grow the whole beard out. It'd probably make him look more better. Right now, he looked like he was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
oh shh.
Whoa.
Maybe he
I
was.
pull out the Glock.
Maybe he was.
Yeah, he pulled out something, but it ain't got a G in front of it.
Jeez.
I mean, everybody getting strays. Hey, look, at the Kenny Omega and Ricochet match, look, Ricochet took a great bump. I said, well, you know what? He might get redeemed, but they ain't gonna get him no strays today.
Oh yeah, they did have a match, didn't they?
Dude, that bump was crazy where he was on the mic and he got kicked. It was on the commentary. He got kicked and shit, saying nobody could touch me. Bang. That was great TV right there. Loved it. Just put the to be continued, from what was that show?
One Piece.
JoJo
Bizarre.
Either that, JoJo Bizarre or Curb Your Enthusiasm, like the Larry David show.
I said we find a picture, pause it, and then get the Dragon Ball Z narrator over top of it.
Put a picture of Yamcha next to him.
First of all, we can't disrespect Yamcha.
You're right. Roman Reigns did that.
God damn it, he did.
I'm quick with it, man. I'm sorry.
But Tony Khan, fuck you.
Yes.
You're kind of fucking up shit, but you're trying to do something. You know what makes it better? If you just pay Triple H and ask him, hey man, what should I do this week? And watch your ratings go up.
And now part 2 of Tony Khan fumbling.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Damn, he keeps fumbling.
Part 2. So, in the upcoming shows that AEW had to counter program because of WWE being so successful, next week, AEW Collision will be on Thursday. Not Friday, not Saturday. It will be on Thursday, April 17th.
Wow. That's great.
Thursday, April 17th, AEW Collision. You can't be on Friday because of SmackDown. Basically, all day Saturday is fucked because you got TakeOver and you got WrestleMania Night 1. So when is Collision coming on? At fucking 10 o'clock in the morning?
Hey,
Who the hell is gonna get up and watch
look, let me tell you
a
something.
shitty show?
Don't say it too loud. Tony Khan might hear that and actually do that shit.
And then next, Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, which also used to be WrestleMania weekend, has been moved to May 2nd. It's not even in the month of April anymore.
How you get bullied so damn bad and scared you move your whole show to a whole nother date than what it's been doing?
He got bullied.
At
like
least
crazy.
Collision went in 2 days. Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor is in a whole nother month. A whole nother month.
Wow. Should I play it again? Let's play it again.
And now the one that I mentioned earlier, the Saturday night's main event in July 7th. Is it the 7th? What is that Saturday?
July. Let me see.
Hold on, I'm staring at it. Let me just open the friggin' picture.
Yeah,
It's in front of me.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. July 5th?
No, it's on here.
Wait, is it on a Monday or a Saturday?
Saturday.
It's Saturday, right?
Saturday.
So I say 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th. Either one.
July. Whatever that Saturday is, it's on the graphic.
It's on the 5th then. July 5th. Or July 12th. Either one.
12.
All right, so July 12th.
Okay, whatever
Second
it is. Whatever it is, if Saturday is. So, because of that, because of the Saturday night's main event, AEW has moved
Damn.
AEW All In to 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
So they're not on the same time as Saturday night main event.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. In a 3/4 empty baseball stadium.
I know you're going to say 3/4 empty basement.
Because remember, they were already using half the stadium, and they've only sold half the tickets that they have on sale.
One more time.
And to top it off, they've attempted to create a WrestleMania weekend for All In. Because they have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No Sunday, huh?
Well, the show's on Saturday. So
no Sunday.
no Sunday.
I don't feel bad for them.
They've attempted to make a WrestleMania weekend out of it, and we'll see what happens.
The other
I don't feel bad for them because Tony could have seen this for coming from anybody who used to wrestle in WWE. They could have told him this.
I want to talk about something that we should all be excited for. Probably after WrestleMania,
Okay.
where a man from AEW who got released.
Ah, yes, the Bulgarian Brute.
We're finally getting our day back.
Rusev.
Rusev Day.
Ubria.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Mashka.
That man shows up on TV, and I don't see a goddamn new Rusev Day T-shirt. I'm going to flip the table. You understand me?
He better come out as Rusev. Have the flag waving already.
Leave Lana at home. We don't need her.
Leave Lana at home
Oh, yeah,
because
leave
I
that
know
smut
y'all
at
going
home.
through shit.
No, allegedly they're back together. They're not married.
Yeah,
but
they're back
On and
together.
off.
They're back together.
They're on and off all the time.
She's on and off, all right. On and off some dick. Whose dick is the question?
Yeah. We already got Ray Phoenix.
I think
back.
it's Dolph Ziggler next again.
We already got Ray Phoenix. We already got... Dude, how many of Tony's fumbles are we going to get?
All of them.
All of them.
The only last one I want them to fumble to give us back is Keith Lee.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Malachi
Malachi Black. Malachi Black.
Malachi... Well, he's not.
Well, Malachi Black is already coming back, so
He's
we
already
already got
coming
that. I don't care. I'm just mad at Keith. I'm mad at Keith. No, I need Keith Lee. I need Buddy Matthews.
We need all our
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
We
Keith
need
Lee,
most of
Buddy
our
Matthews.
guys back. Most of our guys. They can keep some of them. They can keep Jericho, but Jericho's going to swing back. I know it.
Again, he's coming back for the Hall
Jericho-
of Fame, and that's it.
Yeah, Jericho already said that he's not appalled of coming back to WWE. He ain't say a Hall of Fame. He just said he's not appalled of coming back.
Yeah. Well, if we get him, all right. Well, that's fine.
If we get Jericho, I swear to God, he better not step one foot in that goddamn ring and do anything.
Yeah, right?
If he can't pull off a lion salt, he needs to sit his ass down.
He needs to be a GM.
He needs to be
Or
JTG in the
manager.
back of Cater. Sign him over to a Legends contract and let that man be. Matter of fact, sign him a Legends contract, send him over to LFC and let him train a new class of people.
Yeah, let him breathe out. Because I heard Kelly's coming back too.
Mm-hmm.
She got Legends contract as well. All right. Any
I don't know what he's gonna do.
anybody got any news before we wrap this up?
He said with a grin, wiping juice from his chin, if my ear was easy, I'd fuck it. And now,
Look, Tony Khan,
Yeah.
that's
Tony,
not news.
don't
That's
fumble.
a fact.
Tony, don't fumble. And I'm talking about Storm. Don't fumble, please.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we love you.
Word.
No, Tony, fumble Storm. Send it back home.
Yeah,
Oh, we're talking about
please,
Storm. Don't fumble.
Please. Tony fumbled Tony so we can have her back.
Yes. Or yes.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Goddamn right, baby. Jesus.
This has been another enthralling episode of the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast. I am Darth Messiah, and you, sir.
Alex, the motherfucking Hill.
Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.